Good morning, everyone. Happy Friday. It is the weekend, baby, and I am so glad. I'm coming early to drop a quick video while my son is asleep because I don't want him saying nothing about me about what I'm gonna say, because I'm not gonna say it in any type of derogative way or anything at all. I'm just gonna say my point, and that's it. But my main reason for coming this morning is to let you all know that Saturday evening I should be doing a live, my first live, and it's going to be just an introduction to meet all that's able to come by and kick it with me for a little while. We can talk about various subjects and as well as subjects that we know about, but that's neither here nor there. We'll get to that Saturday, but I just wanted to let you guys know, so just in case you are available, stop by, and it should be around 7, no later than 8 p.m. because I know other people will be going live as well. So I want them to be able to get their stuff out the way. I'm a little small fish, and I'm trying to crawl before I walk. So I'll just take my time and ease on in and get my little live going for just a little while, for just a brief introduction and some girl talk a little bit. But I also wanted to say that um, it didn't sit well with me with someone doing what they did to my channel, because I felt like, well, why is YouTube allowing this woman to get away with all the dirty murder that she has been doing? And I came to the conclusion that she's not getting away with anything, you all. God sits high, he looks low, and he knows all. And she is one of those lost sheeps that he's trying to pull on back in, because he wants none of us to perish nor go astray. You see, that's not the God we serve. You see, so he's given her all these opportunities and all these chances, and she hasn't took heed to any of them. You see, how he swooped in on me real quick. I mean, swiftly, to convict me and clean me up, because I could have said what, and brought a sign to me with my boy, with my son telling me everything that he said that morning, and I just ignored him and told him get ready and go to school, you know. And I wasn't being obedient, you see. And so with me not being obedient, he had to come in and get me. And he moves not it's used to be sooner or later, but on God's children, he moves sooner these days. That's why I say I don't play around with the Lord and the things that I do and how I treat people and the things that I say and how I move around and carry myself, because I don't want no more whoopings from the Lord. You can believe that. But he had to come on in swiftly and get me together and clean me up real quick. I felt some kind of way, because I felt like, come on now. I didn't do anything no more than what that woman has ever done. And she's done worser. You see, she's done worse, rather. And I just merely spoke the truth. I spoke the truth about what was being said about a child being wrong. And that should have been more of the reason why YouTube should really take her channel, because of that. And that just alone, that alone. But like I said, I've come to the conclusion to kind of realize that when the wrath comes down on her, it's going to be bad, y'all. Because God has been looking and watching and knows all, you see, and been giving her. When we think people be getting those chances and stuff, they are only on borrowed time. They're not getting away with anything. It just seems that way to us, because it's like, okay, well, when is their day coming? Her day is coming every day, that she has to come out here and be so evil and vindictive and malicious, just to keep an audience, you see, because she doesn't think that she's good enough to just talk about normal things and be able to hold an audience, you see. She don't see that in herself. That's insecurity in her. And like I say, in order for her to come from me, and I'm such a small fish like I am, and she says that she doesn't listen to people like me, I know for sure she does now. And I was already kind of figuring it, because she was saying words that I only say. I talk country and crazy sometimes, and I was hearing those words, and I was like, this lady must be watching. And that was nothing but confirmation when she came and did what she did. And she can keep on watching, because I'm not done. I'm not stopping until she stops. And really now I'm going full force head first on in here with this, you see, because this woman is setting out and seeking every day to harm somebody in some kind of way. Why, if I wasn't telling the truth and it didn't spark a nerve, why would you go report me to try to get my channel struck like that? Who, all she does, do you see people every day reporting on her? And we know she needs to be reported. You see, I'm not out here trying to get her channel took. I'm waiting on the Lord. I'm waiting, but that day after that, I'm on it. I'm reporting. I'm gonna be petty, just like a person being petty with me. Because like I always say, what's good for the goose is good for the gander. And we have a woman out here that is really always throwing rocks and throwing punches and hitting people, and then go hides her hand and play victim. And when I say play victim, I mean play victim to the fullest. We're going down to these different places, getting these police on folks and restraining orders and this and that, and teaching her daughter, this is what you need to do, and her daughter teaching her, this is what you need to do. You see what I'm saying? But they're out here being vindictive towards everybody, and getting away with it in our eyes. But I just want to assure you all, no, they're not, especially not her. No, she's not. This has been going on way too long. And like I say, when you one of those lost sheep, God don't want none of us to perish. He doesn't want to see any of us continue to be out in the wilderness like that. You see? So he will give you chances. And when you just don't take heed and he takes his hands off of you, you thought you was running with Satan. You're going to be all fully in his control. And then that's when he has all the option to kill, steal, and destroy you. You see, because the only thing that's been saving you is the saving grace of the Lord, and his hands and his arms wrapped around you, trying to give you the opportunity. You see? And that's not a threat at all. That's in my opinion. I'm gonna be saying that my opinion too. I'm never gonna let nobody like her get the ups on me again to try to hurt me. And I know that I'm a good person. I know that I love people. I know that I respect people. You see what I'm saying? I'm never coming out to try to harm anybody in any kind of way. You see what I'm saying? If I'm telling the truth, I'm just telling the truth, because what is right and what's wrong is wrong, and you can never change that. You can never change that. And I don't know why this woman doesn't see that everything she's doing is wrong. Or does she? You see? Or does she? Do we really know? Is she just continuously keeping up with this mess because it's her payday? It's her payday. She hit the jackpot when she came out here talking about that woman and that woman's kids. But she went so far and went so low and went down to the pits of hell, where she says she will go. She stated she'll go down there, like her daughter stated that she was Lucifer. I believe it now. I believe it. I really believe it. Folks just ain't saying stuff like that for nothing. Because anybody that was God-fearing wouldn't let none of that come out their mouth, because they would be too scared to be talking like that. I know I would. I'm not playing around on this man's territory. I'm not running with him in any kind of way. I'm a servant of the Lord, you see. So I don't even want to play around and even let that come out my mouth. So people like that, like I say, they're telling the truth. She went to church on Sunday, only for Easter, but hadn't touched the church all that year. See, I don't play games like that. What I'm gonna go crawl up in the church for just because it's Easter and I hadn't been to church none that year. You see, you got to make that make sense. Those are those fake people, fake phony people, because they dressed up the kids and they got their hair done and hey, I used to do it too. I remember those days when mine was younger. Like, we ain't buy them outfits for nothing. You know, we going to church. But we was going to praise the Lord as well. But at the same time, that wasn't right. Was I in the house of the Lord all that year? You see? So she's 50 years old and she's still pulling tactics and doing stuff like that. You know, we should see what kind of person that she really is while she's out here saying that people is jealous of her and that people envy her. You see, and like I say, no, not at all. No one wants to walk in those shoes. No one wants to be a vindictive, evil person. No one wants to wake up with hatred in their heart and with a heart of stone. No one wants that. No one wants that at all. You see, people want their peace. They guard their peace. They guard their energy. They try to keep positivity around them. Who goes around trying to keep all this negative floating around them? With the people and the company that you're keeping and the things that you're doing, you know, so you can't never make nothing she doing make sense, because it will never make sense. She could try to make it seem like she's all this and all that, but that woman ain't about nothing. I'm telling you, she's not about nothing. She's seeking out to harm people, and she wants to shut down the train over there. I'm not gonna be mentioning no names, but because she know that woman ain't playing with her. You see, that woman ain't playing with her. You see, and she know that if she keeps on, she gonna dig up some stuff that's gonna be so unbelievable. While she's saying, North Carolina, you know, I don't want to say anybody's name, because this stuff right here is ridiculous. You know, what happened to me the other day, and then like I say, that ain't sit right with me when I know this lady is nothing but evil. You know. So I'm just going to be careful on, you know, everything that I do or say, you know, and there's no harm towards anybody, none at all. I'm not a malicious person, and I ain't got no problem with nobody and how they run their channel and what they do. I just have a real big problem with that lady. I'm talking about a real big one, and now I got a beef with her. I'm talking about a beef after you did me like that. You can't carry me around like that, honey. I'm not going to allow you to carry me, and I'm a child of God. You see what I'm saying? He sent me the warning. He sent me the warning. And then he gave me another one. So now all I got to do is follow the rules. You see, follow the rules and follow the conduct. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. So thanks for your help with helping me to get myself briefed on what I could do and what I can't do, because I should have been did that. Just by watching other people and their channels, that wasn't educating me on really what YouTube stand for. You see, but like I say, this woman, the way that she let those things come out of her mouth about that baby girl, a 10-year-old, she should have been gone. That right there should have been it, because that lady said it with power. She said those things with power, like, you know, calling her ugly and Jimmy Neutron, and you know, and what she said, that was sexualizing that child. Why are you always talking about that child in that type of manner? You see what I'm saying? Who wants to keep sexualizing a little girl? You see, a little girl that ain't never said nothing or did nothing to her at all. Nothing at all. You see, she's around here trying to start problems with LA and Jackie. And grant you, why would you want to try to stir up some beef and thinking you manipulating and put something in somebody's head like what you seen was really facts? In my opinion, nothing you seen was facts. You don't know people's demeanor and how they carry themselves. They might be low key and just sit back and be quiet and observe, but that don't mean that they don't like anybody. And for you to say that a child is not welcome in a home, and the LA's trying to push her, she couldn't push a child over there. No, why would she? That's not her child's grandmother. You see, but you gonna make something nothing out of something all the time. If you can sell it to them people, you gonna sell it. Like I say, you'll break a stick right in front of their face and tell them that I didn't break that stick, and they was all watching you when you broke it in half, but they'll believe you. Because like I say, after you done did a lot of stuff, but after that night, saying the things that you said in the type of way that you said them about an innocent child, whoever is still running and following up behind you, I promise you something is wrong with them. If they didn't even feel that punch in their own heart, where it was like it just struck them and they had to grab their heart, because in my opinion, that was completely wrong. There's, I mean, it was worse than wrong. I'm just trying to really kind of watch my mouth, but for real, it's a lot that I want to say, and I'm able to say those things, but I just want to tread lightly right now, because like I say, I'm not into knocking my blessings for anybody. You see what I'm saying? I'm trying to walk in purpose. I'm trying to walk in my blessing. You see, and like I say, some folks think that they're being blessed when it ain't nothing but Satan running them, blessing them to keep them doing what they doing. And like I say, he's trying to get that hand removed. And when that hand get removed, boy, he's gonna boy, you think they swooped in on me? That you think they swooped in, because now it's not gonna be all fun to him. It's gonna be, I gotta let me take her out now. You see what I'm saying? And like I say, no harm intended with saying that. That's just my opinion. I just have seen a lot of things in my life, and I know how things work out, So in the end, it's not gonna be so good for her. But that's neither here nor there, because she's not stopping. She's not stopping at all. She doesn't care about anybody. All she cares about is herself. She can try to, and that'd be so fake the way she be over there with them subscribers. Hey y'all. It'd be so fake and extra that it does not make any sense. You see, but they don't see it. They don't see it at all. And like I say, anybody that was still able to go over there and get down with that woman, we know they ain't nothing. We shouldn't even waste our time even thinking twice about a person like that, because we already see, especially when you're a grandmother, a great grandmother, supposed to be a matriarch or anything of the sort, or just a woman, a upright standing woman, period. You see. So when you see people that draws off of that and keeps okaying that and keeps pushing for that type of behavior, they don't care about that person just as well as that person don't really care about them, because it's all fake and lies and a facade and so on and so on. You see, but they can't care about you. And for the ones that do and they're okay with it, they got straight mental issues, in my opinion. That something's wrong. Something's wrong over there. You see, and I feel kind of sorry for them people, because dang, golly, this is y'all existence. This is really y'all existence. That's a sad existence, hon. That's really sad. You see, but the things that were said, and that's why I went off like I did so bad, because to hear those type of words coming out about that baby that said a lot of things about the child, but just went entirely too far, went dirt bag low to the ground, I'm talking about to the pits of hell with the stuff. Ain't no damn way that should have been coming out no woman like her mouth. She's supposed to be 50 years old and is a grandmother. And it's a grandmother herself, you see. But like I say, anything that got something to do with right, she's not on the side of that. She could try to make it seem like, oh, what we do over here is uplift, inspire, encourage. Now, yeah, I know that's a doggone lie. Well, since when? Since when? Everything come out that woman's mouth ain't nothing but a lie. You built a whole terror squad circle to go around and try to bully and talk about people. You see? And this is what you consider uplifting and encouraging. I haven't once yet to see her encourage anybody or help anybody. And that's another thing that I would be thinking about. 2 years in, I could see if she was only 6 months, 7 months in, she's still trying to feel her way through and find her way out. But as much as she has made off of these people, as much as she has made off of YouTube, and as long as she been around, you ain't did nothing for them people yet out of your own pocket, where you can show them some love and some appreciation for going out here risking their livelihood, because see, God looking at them too, you see. Because like he say, if you're getting along with that, you're just as much as the problem. You may not be the one saying it, but you're just as much as the problem. If you're okaying it, if you're steadily listening to it, if you're steadily surrounding yourself by it. You see what I'm saying? So they're risking their lives, because anything, when the wrath come down, it's going to hit them too. If they don't get out the way and move real quick and just move on out the way of all that nonsense, you see, they getting chances as well. You see, but that's one I'm talking about. That one, man, she's a narcissist. I'm telling you, she is. Everything is everybody else's fault. Everything is everybody else's fault, but hers. but hers and what she's doing. You know, people are just, she's a victim. Everybody's just coming and attacking her, and she's not doing anything. And girl, please stop. Where do they do that at? Woman up. Woman up. Put on your big girl panties. I know you got a lot of them because you're a big girl. Put them big girl panties on. They're sitting around here steadily calling people fat and ugly and all this. And I mean, please never, ever talk about LA skin after we done looked at that girl too young to have wrinkles in her face already and have all that acne. See, that's why I don't wear nothing but some eyeshadow and some mascara and my lip gloss or maybe some lipstick. I don't pile all that mess up on my face. And see, you all will see I don't wear filters. I'm a big YouTuber. I mean, talk about YouTuber, TikToker. I TikTok all the time. If you looked at any of my videos, I don't do filters because I am who I am. I'm a beautiful woman, whether anybody thinks so or not, and that's inside or out. So I don't have to come out here and try to make myself look fake to enhance my beauty. My beauty is natural. It's from the Lord. Whether like I say, if I wasn't a nice looking person, my beauty is natural. It came from the Lord. I'm not going to pile all that contour and all this and all that. Hey, my thing, like I said, is my little eyeshadow. I have my own lashes, so I don't wear fake lashes. I used to, and they, like I say, I looked at like Kermit the Frog when I didn't have them things on. So I had to constantly keep them on my eyes because I had just pulled all my beautiful eyelashes out wearing that stuff. I'm talking about, I looked as clean cold like Kermit the Frog. You know, and so I don't wear that anymore. I finally grew them back over COVID, and I just wear my mascara, and I put on some lipstick and lip gloss, and every now a little lipstick. Before it's all that other junk, you ain't got to be doing all that if you so-called you fine and you pretty, you know, because it's sexy people, fine people, and pretty people, and don't none of them, you know, measure up to any of that, especially two of them out that group, two of them, and now we see one of them. But like I always said, they all kind of look special to me. You see what I'm saying? They all kind of act special as well. You see, but got the nerve to talk about other people's children. You see, I mean, skin bad. If y'all didn't see what I said, skin bad. And still piling that makeup on that's going to close your pores up and not going to allow your face to breathe. You see? But like I say, to each his own. Do what you do, but stop talking about other people. When you know better. You cannot be. You're no better. Come out your own head, because you're in your own head believing that you're somebody when you're not. You see, that's where the delusion comes in at. That's when you're believing your own lies and souping up your own head with these crazy thoughts as if you know you got it made in the shade, and you're farthest from that. And like I say, money does not make you happy. You can get money, and all it does is help you to go do more spending than what you would have spent if you didn't have the money. But you're still who you are inside. You're still dealing with the mental torment in your brain. You see what I'm saying? You're still dealing with past traumas because you're not somewhere trying to heal. You see, you're not trying to sit somewhere to yourself with the Lord and go seek some help. You know, you out here just running amok. You running amok every day. But then got the nerve to try to say I'm harassing and all this old stuff. Baby, I don't harass nobody. I don't harass nobody, and I don't stalk nobody. A person that's stalking would be listening to your whole videos every time you make one. Guess what? I don't. And I never will, because that voice kills me. That voice kills me. The things that is being said kills me. The comments kill me. And I be ready to jump off in the comments and act ignorant. And that's just, I'm trying to control myself from doing that, because I'm better than that. I'm better than you all. And you know, and I like I always say, I'm not better than anybody, but I'm better than you all, because I would never, ain't that what you say? I would never do the things that you all are doing and saying. And okaying, you see, and sitting by and allowing happen, you see. So, yeah, I'm on a different level than y'all. You see, I sure am. So, I be having to try to control myself. I see you got my comments snatched, too, out of there, too. You was doing big things that day, you see. I didn't even say nothing in your chat because I wasn't on your chat. I miss a lot of that stuff. You see what I'm saying? And then I come back and I see the replays and different things like that. And by then, everybody else was already hot and mad like firecrackers. And now I'm right behind them, hot and mad like a firecracker. You see? Because I don't sit around and look for no notification from nobody and so I can be watching them. I don't have time for that, ma'am. I'm letting you know I have no time for that. You see? But when I get my downtime and I'm not on TikTok where it's lovable, caring, grown women, seasoned women and men that got something for real going for themselves and ain't out here living this type of scandalous life, you see, that I'd rather keep myself around that. We uplift. Now that's where uplifting is, because a person could not even be a looker. But we're gonna always let it, because see, you know, if a person got bad looks to you, you call them ugly, you call them whatever. See, that's not what a real woman would do. An encouraging woman, an uplifting woman would lift that sister up. You see what I'm saying? Help build her confidence, show her where all her beauty is, and that it's not all in looks. You see what I'm saying? You see, because see, you look at you got the bad outside and the bad inside. You see. But see, if you was a real sister, you wouldn't be coming out here bashing people, calling them ugly, talking about their face. And then how dare you keep calling people fat when you know your BMI is obesity, and not just obesity. It's what's that one that's after obesity? You know, because look at your height and look at your weight. You sick. Your heart's not gonna pump right because you got all that fat around it. You see, and my child is 5'3". She can't afford to be out here getting big, catching no diabetes and all this old stuff. She's only 5'3". So if she was to get big, she gonna look like Barney Rubble, just like you. You see, you know, and I'm just telling the truth to shame the devil. That's why I stay on her about her health, baby. Make sure you get over to that doctor. You take care of yourself, because a lot of elements run in my family. High blood pressure, diabetes, cardiac issues with the heart. Just a lot of stuff. You see, and see, a lot of that stuff be hereditary, and then they also say that a lot of that stuff is just, as we always hear, African American illnesses. You see, we just got everything. Everything is us. You see, but okay, since you say so, let me make sure that I'm taking care of myself. You know, I used to be a diabetic, but I'm no longer a diabetic, and I'll let you guys know why when I do my live. You know, and we'll talk a little more about things that I've been going through in my life and stuff, and how good God is to me and my family. You see, because I want to share joy. I don't want to share hate. I don't want to share hate. But if we got to come down on somebody, so be it. So be it. I'm going to pray about it, and I'm just going to watch how I do it, so I am not totally stepping out the will of the Lord. And most likely not stepping out at all, because that's what I'm doing. I'm a witness for the Lord. I got to go out here and help the lowly. You see what I'm saying? And children are the lowly. They can't defend themselves for real, because they shouldn't even be brought up in this type of situation to have to defend themselves on anything. You see, like I say, if you talk to LA like that, and I'm keeping it 100, that's all right, girl, due to the fact that that's a grown woman. Whenever she want to come out here and say what she got to say, she's going to do that. But to do it to the kids and the elderly, girl, you a piss poor excuse of a woman. You really are. You know, like we say, LA grown. She can come out here and defend herself if she wants to. So, you know, but just like your girls are grown. You don't want nobody putting your mouth on them, but guess what? Them girls are grown. They not off limits if they want to come out here and be trying to be malicious and harm people. And your daughter was lying. That man got all kind of little statements wrote up and witnesses and everything. Ain't nobody took nothing from that child. But if you want to come on and try to make it seem like they did, and she wants to do a video, a live or whatever, trying to explain herself, then so be it. Everybody know y'all liars. Everybody knows it. So, you know, so be it. And each his own. Y'all keep on. This the type of facade that y'all living in. And it's sad, because this is reality. This is reality. Living and life is reality. And I'd rather stay in tune with reality instead of imaginary land. I'm this and I'm that and I'm not. Or I keep on living in delusion. No, I need to live in reality. That's what I need to do, because this shit out here is real. This is real, baby, real life. You see, and like I said, what you did to me was wrong. You either had your daughter or your because they knew exactly what to go over there and say. And I said a lot of stuff, and I thought about it after I educated myself on what took place, because they had me looking at these videos and stuff. And that, like I said, that helped me. Thank you. So now I know I can go in on you, but I know what to do and what not to do. You'll never hear me call your name again because your name Pig Feet, you know? And I didn't even try to call you that. I wasn't the one calling you that. The only reason why I was calling your name and stuff is due to the fact of just I'm a respectful person. I'm not a person that's gonna come out here and just be your mother didn't name you that. You see what I'm saying? But now to me, yeah, we got beef. You Pig Feet. You Pig Feet. You know, you Barney Rubble. Actually, to me, you're Barney Rubble. You see. So you everybody else call you Pig. You just a Barney Rubble looking something. You see, from the Flintstones. You know, I'm never going to threaten anybody, so don't ever go out and try to lie to YouTube like I'm trying to threaten and stalk and harass somebody. Because like I say, I very seldom catch your videos. And then if you thought that I ever sat around and watched all your stuff, I watch enough, I hear enough, and I have to get gone. And then I hear what other reaction channels say. That's the only reason why I know anything you got going on. I don't live off up in your bushes, you see. I don't really live in anybody's bushes, but I do go. I tend to go if that's somebody, you know, like I say, that I support, I'm going to go and I'm going to talk in the chat. But if it's somebody that I really haven't talked in their chat since they've been out, why would I start now? I know how to support you silently. Don't they say all the best supporters are the silent supporters? You see what I'm saying? If you know anything about something, you know, with company and businesses and blue collar, you know, those silent supporters are the best supporters. You see, so I don't have to always make myself be seen and be known for anybody to know who I am. You know, I'll tell you who I am. You see, but that don't mean, like I say, if I've been watching you and supporting you for a year and I ain't said nothing for real in your chat, why am I gonna come hopping out now? No, I'm gonna get over there, listen to what's going on, laugh to myself and everything, and hit that like button. Hit that like button. You see, you got your view, you got your like. You see, I don't. It's so I'm supporting. I'm not coming over to try to. And like I said, I'm just never one of those get along gang type women. I'm a solo bolo type woman. Because like I tell you all the time, eagles soar alone. I can tell you how many best friends I got on one hand. Because women ain't right. Women messy as we see with you. They're real messy. They're vindictive. They're hateful. They're jealous of people. You see, and I don't understand why anybody would be jealous of anybody. Because if God's giving you the strength to wake up every day, you can do the same thing that the next person is doing. So I don't know why you think people be jealous of you, especially with the way that you are. Who do you think would honestly be jealous of you? Nobody won't show life, baby. And like I say, you need to be worrying about your hometown sinking under that water. That's what you really need to be, you know, and I ain't going to say where you're from. You know where you're from. Like I said, I'm watching everything when it comes to you. You would never in your life carry me like that. Never. You see, I don't let people carry me around and drag me around straight to the gutter. That ain't going to happen. You know, I'm not going to allow you to get my channel took over your intimidation and anger when you should have been gone. Been gone. But you still around here running amok. You know, it's a lot of issues you need to be worried about. Y'all see what that took place down there in Fort Lauderdale, you know, with the water. And, you know, they always say that Florida and where you from is going to end up underwater. And I see it. I always wanted to move to Florida years ago. I love Orlando. I just love vacationing there. You know, I mean, International Drive, all the things for the kids to do. It's just beautiful, period. I just love Orlando, you see. But nah, I don't think I'm going that way. I just don't. You know, I done been to Miami and all that. Nah, I don't think I'm going to Florida. I'll go visit. I'm going to visit. Yeah, I sure am. I'll go put some revenue down up in there and enjoy myself. But one thing for sure and two things for certain, I ain't packing up moving down there. I was younger, and I you know, I was just trying to figure out where can I go to get away from my place with all the crime and stuff. You know, all this everything. I ain't gonna even say what it is. You know, just everybody knows what St. Louis is known for. We was the #1 murder capital for so long. I'm so glad that somebody took the lead. You see. You know, which I don't want to see anybody get harmed, but what tourists want to come here for? What do they want to bring any revenue here for if they got to be worrying about getting robbed and unalive? You know, come on now. Come on. But you need to be worried about that. Start looking into educational things. You know, we ain't always got to fill ourselves up the whole day with nonsense. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just, in my opinion, you don't, you know. There's other things that you could be tapping into, and then that's just for your own good. It ain't because you trying to always come out and tell, well, anything that's going to be helpful, that's helpful knowledge and information, you should pass it on. But just for your own sake, to get away from all the negativity, and just it's good things going on that you can probably tap into. You see, I know you a woman that's ruled by money, so it's a lot of things that the people are receiving, due to the state that we were living in for the past 3 years. You see what I'm saying? I ain't gonna go too deep all off in it, but you catch my drift. Where you will be able, if you didn't apply or want it, you can pass that knowledge on to somebody that really does need it. You see what I'm saying? It's just so many ways that you can be positive, and don't ever say that you uplift and fix any crowns, because that's not something that you do. You're not about that. You're not about that at all. And like I say, I ain't mad. I'm mad at myself. Well, I ain't even mad no more. But I was angry at myself because, for one, I didn't heed to the warning that my son came. And I mean, he was I vividly remember him just, Mama, get your Bible. You're supposed to be reading your scriptures, Mama. Don't do that. I would not post that, Mama. That's not nice. Do you think any good, decent child want to see their mama out here cussing and fussing and acting a plum fool, and they know that that's not in my character anymore? That's not who I am. You see, that's like a setback. You see, that's a setback, and I ain't for the setbacks. You see, but God has set me back real quick so He can set me up to do it just the way I'm gonna do it. Cause see, I can say what I'm saying with kindness, without any type of slurs or anything that's mean or vindictive, or anything that you could try to take and make it seem like it's something that it ain't, other than the truth. You see, but to each his own. Like I say, I want you to know that God is trying with you, and I just pray that you really take heed, because I mean, like I say, with that bass in your voice, and you saying what you said about that child, baby, girl, if your horns didn't come out, if your horns and that fire didn't roll around you, Lord knows. See, and Skippy ain't no punk. I ain't never known Skippy to be no punk. You see, but that's the truth. You see, and you believe fat meat's greasy. You don't believe fat meat's greasy, rather. You see, but it's real greasy. It's real greasy, and it's gonna get greasy, and it's gonna be a slipping, sliding slope straight down to the bottom. When you had the opportunity to use what you got your people, you got your supporters, and turned it around and turned the negative into a positive. But you didn't do that. You didn't do that at all. You see, you came out here and you continued to run amok, instead of saying, well, all right now, y'all. And then anybody, after you got so many followers, anybody that would have dropped off and left you, you didn't need them around anyway. You see, because they wasn't there for you from the get-go. They were there for a common reason. Hate, jealousy, and envy. So if you try to turn a negative into a positive, you didn't want them no way. Like I say, it's always a quality over quantity. Because if you can have a whole gang of folks is around you, and nothing but only one person in that group care about you. You see, you go somewhere with them and something go wrong or go astray, and you will be left by yourself. And you'll really see, well, yeah, I thought they loved me. No, they don't. Like I say, people change their mind and change their attitudes and the way they are, like they change their draws. Folks ain't stable mentally, you see. And I say that constantly. I got a video about that as well that I'm gonna put up, that I for my people. Not it's educational. I ain't trying to let nobody else from over there see it, But if they do, they do. Take it and run with it. Use it. It's knowledge. You see, in regards to people like Sigmund Freud and how crazy people, if you notice, were some of the best people. They were the most inventive, innovational, and people that did a lot of good things. You see what I'm saying? Because, like they say, crazy folks that see, not your kind of crazy, because like I say, it's all. Let me clarify that real quick. There is all types of different crazy. You see what I'm saying? And not that kind. Not that kind you got going over there. Just a person that thinks differently from everybody else. So they're considered as the peculiar ones. Like God said, we were going to be the peculiar ones. You see? You see, we was going to be the ones that looked at as crazy and strange because we move differently. We do things differently. We think differently. We live differently than what this world considers normal. See, you one of them normal type people. You think everything is okay and this is normal. This is the way of life. This is how I should be doing it. And you're sadly mistaken. You are sadly mistaken. You know. And then, like I say, stop throwing rocks and hiding your hand. Do you honestly think that you can keep continuously come out here and talk about people and they're not gonna come say nothing about you and yours? You see. And they been not saying nothing about you at all and just letting it ride and ride and ride. But then and I believe, like I say, you did that to be so vindictive to make that lady come out and strike at you. You know, who does that? You did that because you know that was just too far about her child. You wanted her to come strike at you. You want to stir up some drama. You like strife. You just, it's crazy. It is crazy. You see, but that's what your life is built up off of. So I don't ever understand how you can feel that your life is good and you live a good life. You don't. You don't at all. Right now you feeling all right because you seeing green and that's all your eyes. Or like I say, you like the man said it clear. You built up off of that materialistic things. You try to buy people. That's how you try to buy your daughters and your grandkids. You trying to buy their love and stuff. But for real, the truth shall set you free. You wasn't a good mother. You know, your grandkids are just happy because kids are going to be happy when they're receiving gifts. You see what I'm saying? You know, all children. I don't care if they don't like you or not. When you give them something, they like you now. You see? So that don't make anybody care. And like I say, the way your granddaughter answered that phone and I mean, sounded like she was your girlfriend calling. Oh, she just, looking for a mom. She loves her mom. Girl, you hurried up and put that phone on mute because you should have been embarrassed. That's why you hurried up and put it on mute. See, you answered it thinking you was finna get some brownie points because you thought, hey, y'all, this is my, no, honey. She came out and talking to you like she your friend. Like, what's up, dog? What's up? What's up? Where my mom at? No respect. No respect. So like I say, it's going down in the chain of command. It's going down. It started with you, whoever took care of you. I don't know, in my opinion. Then down to yours, and now down to your grands, and then down to your great-grands. It's going to continue unless somebody stops the cycle, unless somebody does better, and stop that cycle of evilness going on around y'all, And that's the honest to God truth. You can say what you want to say, and that's in my opinion, just my opinion. But I like to consider myself wise. I don't consider myself the smartest person, but I do have a lot of wisdom. I have a lot of common sense. I have a lot of street knowledge. I have a lot of just regular knowledge that I try to keep myself filled with, something that you don't do. I spend my days. That's why I'm able to share positivity, because I spend my days trying to keep myself filled with positive things, continuing to be encouraged, optimistic. You see, because life alone is enough to keep somebody down and depressed. And then if you're going along doing the type of stuff you're doing, I can only imagine how you truly feel, but have to put on that face. You're putting on face. You're putting on a fake smile while you was around here talking about folks that don't camera up and stuff like that. Who would camera up? When I'm in my house, I'm in my duster, like I told you, with my bonnet on. I'm looking like whoever I want to look like. But it ain't looking good where I need to be hopping on no cameras and be talking to nobody when I can just do just like what I'm doing now, laying in my bed, relaxing and talking. You see? Why do everybody have to camera up? And then when you say they can't camera up as if you believe that they're ugly or something, why don't you camera up? How often do you camera up? Very seldom, because you're doing just like everybody else. You're sitting around in your duster or in your house clothes and laying around in your bed. You see, or sitting on the couch, one or the other, I don't know. But you're pretty much doing, in my opinion, like everybody else is doing. You see, when they're in their sanctuary. This is our home. We don't have to walk around looking like $1 million in our home, you see. And then if you're gonna get on the camera, that's why people are using the emoji things or whatever them things is, avatars now, because everybody ain't sitting around trying to look pretty all day if you ain't going nowhere and ain't got nothing to do. So, and then if you're a person of character, you're gonna fix yourself up before you come out here on camera. You see, and that's just because you have respect and dignity for yourself. You see, you don't want to come out here looking any old kind of way, and you don't have to always camera up due to the fact maybe I just don't feel like talking to no cameras. I just want to lay back and chill and enjoy my conversation with my supporters. You see, but and don't nobody want to camera up, and then for me, I camera up all the time. I make videos every 3 days, and I'm talking about 4, 5, 6, 7 of them. You hear me? So I'm not worried about that. You thinking that about me? You see what I'm saying? But if I don't want a camera up, I'm not going to. I can go live, and like I said, if you look at most of your videos that you have done, I'm telling you, you ain't went no live. I mean, got no camera on. You stopped that a long time ago, because you only was doing that because you had to make it look good to the people. You had to make yourself look good to the people. See, I've been on TikTok for over 2 years doing my thing. You see, and I look good in all my pictures because I have dignity about myself. You see what I'm saying? You talking about people don't groom themselves, and all this old stuff. Girl, ain't no who. Well, if you clean, you took your bath, didn't you? You got your deodorant on, you got your body lotion on, and your body spray, and you clean. You done laid your hair down and threw your bonnet on. How was that? You brushed your teeth. How is that not grooming yourself? Because you ain't sitting around in all these clothes and stuff and putting on makeup so you can go get on some camera for somebody? No. Because it's going to be times that I'm going to have on a satin scarf, a t-shirt, and I'm going to come out and say, what's goody? What's going on, y'all? Hey, good people. You see? But for the most part, when I do, I want to be presentable. I want to be presentable. So stop with that nonsense, because you ain't doing nothing either. But like I say, you always want to make it seem like you're doing something different or something better than somebody, and that's farthest from the truth, in my opinion. You see? But I'm a go, because all of this right here, you ain't gonna. A person can talk to you till they blue in the face, and you're not gonna listen. You're gonna go somewhere and try to strike their channel and hurt them, and go get restraining orders, and go call the police on them, and go. I mean, because you got to be down there lying to these people where they really you're wasting the government's time. They got some real serious stuff going on out here in the world, and here you are coming down there wasting them people time with some bull crap, when all you got to do is warming up and put on your big girl panties, because you doing the same thing that you saying somebody doing to you. Where they do that at, boo? But you so scared that more is going to come out about you. And and that these people are just not credible people. Girl, they credible. They know you. They credible enough. They know you. Ain't nobody just coming out here to lie on nobody. Then who wants to just come lie on somebody? That's the type of stuff that you do at 50 years old. You see, that's the stuff that's your life. That ain't everybody's life. Everybody ain't lying to kick it. Everybody ain't lying just for the sake of a conversation. Everybody ain't lying just to keep supporters. Just be yourself. Be who you are. And it's either deal or no deal. Either you gonna like me or you don't like me. And if most people don't like good people for no reason, it's something because it's something wrong with them. So that wouldn't be my issue. That wouldn't be that person's issue, because I did nothing. You see? So there's something within. You see? That's something within that person that they got to work out and deal with, and all I can do is pray for them. You see? And I used to pray for you, But God just need to come on and get you gone. Like I say, not in a negative way, as far as any type of harm, in my opinion, but just get you removed from away from here, while you trying to get people removed and trying to silence people from the truth. You're trying to silence. This world is freedom of speech, but you're trying to silence people. You see what I'm saying? You're using your daughter's knowledge, because if she didn't have that knowledge, you wouldn't even know what to do. But you're using her common knowledge and learned knowledge to do the things that you're doing. And like I say, that's you didn't think the train was gonna take off like it did. That's and I believe in my heart that's one of the reasons why you got her away from you, due to the fact that that jealousy and that envy and that hate creeped in when you seen all your supporters, because you just wanted to use her for information. to help grow your situation. But you didn't know everybody was gonna take to her realness. You see what I'm saying? You didn't know, you didn't think everybody was gonna see you for who you are. And actually, you see half your people then left and went on over there. You see? You didn't see that, and when you start paying attention and seeing that, yeah, you can come out and say she was blocking people and all that. Girl, that's a bunch of crap. That's a bunch of crap. You gone on. You know, where now I ain't gonna even ask where that girl at, because I ain't gonna even say her name. But I see she ain't around neither. You know, like I say, to each his own. But that's my opinion on why. Because you seen her about to become successful. You seen God was finna bless her. You seen that. You see what I'm saying? And then she came out and went hard on you. She came, and then, I mean, because actually you was coming hard on her. You was saying some bad stuff about her. You was saying some evil stuff about her children. You see what I'm saying? And look at them kids. Them some good, decent kids. You don't see them out here running amok like yours. You don't see them out here cussing and fussing, acting a plum fool for the sake of their mother. Because, see, a real mother ain't going to allow their child to get in none of her nonsense and be out here making themselves look bad. Because we care about them. We love them. We don't want you to do that. Don't you dare. Don't worry about it. I'm grown. I can handle this. You see, like I said, you don't step out into these YouTube streets if you ain't got tough skin and or you got anything that you're trying to hide. You see what I'm saying? This ain't the place for you, because people are pure evil. You see, but you don't see her kids doing that, and she got grown kids. You see what I'm saying? They pretty much can do what they want to do, but they ain't on that type of time like yours. Money ain't ruling them. They out here trying to be successful. They trying to educate themselves no matter what you think. You know, they're out here trying to educate themselves and become successful. You see, they thinking about their future. They ain't thinking about the right now. They're, oh, what's right now? No, what's going to happen in my future if God's willing and I'm here to enjoy my future? So they doing the right things. But what about yours, though? Yours ain't even working. One ain't got no qualifications and skills up under a belt. Like I say, instead of sending her to a dorm, you should have been helping your child get to her first apartment. I was 16 when I got my first house. You know, all I know how to do is be responsible and pay bills. Like I say, I might have didn't at first. You know, I might have wasn't at first. I was young. I was a teenager. You see what I'm saying? But by the time I had a child, I was on it like white on rice. Me and my kid, well, me and my daughter got to have a place to stay, and a stable one at that. I got to keep transportation up under our feet and reliable at that. I got to keep me a job. You know what I'm saying? Because I got things to do. I got a child to take care of. I can't be going in and out these jobs like this because it's just me. You see? I can't be out here in these streets doing what I was doing, and I am not going to say, because I don't want anybody to, you try to come for me, you know. I'm watching you. I'm going to do everything right. I'm going to do it by the book. You ain't going to be able to get me like that. You see? But my daughter changed my life, like I told her. Tell her all the time. You know, and it didn't happen overnight. But my daughter's 26. I believe for sure for the past 23 years, I've been walking the straight and narrow. You see what I'm saying? She about 3 or 4 before I just looked at her and said, boy, I got to cut this mess out. If I go to jail, these people take me away from my child. Lord, you see? And I got it together. I got it together, like I say. And then I was on 5 years papers too. But like I say, look at God. I had an SIS, you know, a suspended sentence. So when I completed that, you see, that's how I know God had a purpose and a plan for me. He didn't want me to have no criminal record. You see what I'm saying? He didn't want no felonies. He wanted he had favor on that judge. You see what I'm saying? To give me that SIS. Now 5 years, 10 years back up, that was a little extreme for a woman of my age and first offense, you know. But I made my bed. I had to go lay in it. You see what I'm saying? And when like I said, when they got me, I was pregnant. You see, so God had favor on my life. You see what I'm saying? I'm just going to tell my people about this on the live, about some of these things that happened to me, and then it'll really help folks understand why I'm always praising God. No matter what I'm doing and what I'm saying, the Lord's name going to come out my mouth, and you ain't going to never make me feel bad about it, because God know I'm flawed, and I'm trying to live right. You know, he knows my heart. That's it. But what about your heart? It's so closed off and so rock hard that it can't nothing nice come out of it. And if we all had any little thought that God, something got to be good about this person, you have proved to us that it's nothing good about you. Nothing at all. And see, like I say, the only people over there with you are people just like you. Birds of a feather flock together. You see what I'm saying? Because anybody that wasn't that type of bird, they flying away. They flying south for the winter. They getting on away from that. You see what I'm saying? They're not going to keep on surrounding themselves by a person like you with your character. You see? But like I say, let me get ready to go. I got to get ready to get my morning started. This alarm will be going off here soon. But I wanted to drop this before my son woke up, because I don't want him saying, even if I'm not cussing or fussing and doing nothing ignorant, I don't want him saying, oh, you still, oh, no, I'm not. No, I'm not at all. I've already told you I'm not going to lay off her, but especially now, after you tried to come hurt me, you tried to come take something from me that I've been building, not off anybody's back, that I'm building and trying to find my way around here. Girl, stop. Girl, stop. I got a beef with you. I sure do. Nothing in no harmful way. But don't think I ain't coming for you. Watch what you say on your videos. You see what I'm saying? You can send all kind of cease desist, restraining. You can keep on going, spend your money. Go on down there to the courts. Do whatever you gonna do. Because you don't scare me. You see, because whatever you do to me, I'm gonna do to you. That's me. You do it to me, I'm doing it to you. You see, that's just fair. And you're not a fair person. You don't play fair out here. You're a straight up undercutter. You shiesty and scamming. You see, not in my opinion, and not along with all the other things that you are. So we can't make this up about nobody. You just cannot make this type of stuff up. And like I said, I've seen all kind of people in my life that been around the best to the worst. I'm talking about to the top dogs to the low. And I have never, ever seen nobody like you. But okay, you do you. You think it looks good. And it do look good on you if that's who you are, So, like I say, I ain't judge and jury. I ain't God. All I can do is say, in my opinion, and then I'm not going to speak nothing that I don't believe is facts. So, most likely what I'm saying is real. It's real spiel. It's real talk. You see? So, take that and run with it. God bless you. God bless your family. You do as you will, because like I told you, God sits high, he look low, and he know all, and he's trying to call you in. That's right there. That's real. He trying to call you in. He don't want to let you wander out there astray like that, and then end up being in a sticky situation that you cannot get yourself out of. But you're headed that way because you will not stop. You do not know how to leave well enough alone. You see, you just don't. Somebody ain't even bothering you, but you think they don't have the right to come out here and every now and then strike because they tired. You don't think somebody, when you get tired and you talk about people harassing and stalking you, you are the only harasser and the only stalker that's around here. The only one. Ain't nobody, who you see on these streets doing that? And especially all day. They all day and all night somewhere trying to listen and see and hear and all that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Not me. And I think a lot of these women don't. You see, other than the elders that you got over there that's sitting at home, and they would do better watching the young and the restless in General Hospital than sitting around here dealing with this type of stuff that they dealing with from you and your children. That which is called total disrespect. I feel bad when I be cussing and stuff and them elders hear me. You see, or just even my supporters that don't really indulge in all that profanity and stuff. You see, because actually I'm dumbing myself down to your level. And like I say, they always say people that cuss all the time, they ignorant, and I'm not ignorant. They think we're dumb. They think that's why we cuss, and that's all we know how to do. You see what I'm saying? And I'm not. I know how to form words. I ain't trying to be like your daughter and form all these big old sentences and all that, because that ain't who I am. I am who I am, but I am far from dumb. You see, I ain't the smartest thing, but I'm far from dumb. And like I say, I'm on a journey. I'm educating myself as I continue to grow. That's all part of my growth and my evolution. You see, my evolving. You see, but with you, I don't know where you going. I mean, like I say, I ain't much younger than you, but you are older than me. You know, I am supposed to be able to have a woman 50, you know, kind of admire something about. I admire nothing about you. I'm talking about nothing at all. Nothing. Nothing. And nobody that you dealing with over there. I don't care if they 60, 70, or 80. Hey, I respect them because they're my elders. They're somewhere that I'm trying to get. You see? That's why I care about the elders and I care about the children. Because once again, I say I was once a child. You see? And I was a misunderstood child, and then I want to become an elder, you see. And I'm on the second half of my life. I'm at 50. You beginning that last half, you see. And I don't want to waste it. I don't want to waste it doing anything that's not useful, not memorable, not something that makes me feel good and happy and peaceful and joy. I don't want to indulge anything that's outside of those anything outside of positivity. Like I say, and I'll leave that there, you know. But you'll never be able to come try to hurt me again, because you had me hot. You had me hot. Like I say, but then I had to think about it. It was my fault. I had to text my son at school and was like, son, you was right. He was like, uh-huh. Yeah, but that's my fault. The boy tried to tell me, you know, because like I said, I got decent kids. You should have heard my daughter afterwards. She wasn't even here to hear it. But like she said, I've been telling you and telling you and telling you, because she wants me to do different type of commentary. She wants me to start with the reaction videos on the TV shows and music and different things like that. But like I told her, we can't play no music and stuff, you know. She said, well, talk about my life. I am. I'm going to, and mukbangs, yeah, I am. I'm going to do all that. But when it come to you, I'm on you, boo. I might not go around trying to say nothing about nobody else, because that's their personal business. But when it come to you, oh, boo, please. You did way too much. You went beyond what a person could do to try to harm somebody. You went the lowest of the low, you see. And then now you made me have a personal issue with you, because it wasn't personal. It was just my heart being an empath and having sympathy and love for others. That I've always been a nurturer. I've always been somebody that loved hard. So it was just in me to be protective when it comes to children and elders. You see what I'm saying? And then I knew a woman was being picked at and done wrong for no reason at all. Didn't even know you. You guys don't even know each other. She didn't even know you. You see? So that was just me being who I am. You know, but naturally, now I got a beef with you. Because you tried to harm me. Or you put your people up to it. Because, see, I'm not doing nothing out here that would be, especially where they went as hard to, and the people was really took it down. Because do you know how many people get reported all the time? You and a lot of other people, and they stuff don't get taken down. But, and if I wouldn't have got a warning, I would have got a strike. So I could see all this girl trying to straight up hurt me. Oh, she trying, before I even get going good. Well, you won't be able to do it. Thank you for the education. I appreciate you. I surely do. And God bless you. And to all of my loved ones, my supporters, I appreciate you all. I promise you I do. I appreciate the advice. We're going to go live Saturday, most likely around 7 or 8. But I will give you all ups on it before then. You know, and if I don't be able to hit it Saturday due to the fact, you know, I know everybody has their Friday and Saturday nights lives. And I don't want to step on anybody's toes and try to interrupt anything people got going on, where people is having to switch from one place to the next. You know, we all in this together. You know, we all gonna try to get a piece of this little change. No, can't nobody say they not out here to make some money. You can't say you out here to not make $1, but it's what will you do to make that $1? How far would you go to make that $1? Huh, Bernie? Huh? How far would you go? Yeah, I don't hear nothing. I guess I ain't supposed to, but I see it. You know, I see it. Action speaks louder than words, and you showing it how low you'll go. But for me, I can't go that low. You see what I'm saying? But I do have a problem now. The problem was it presented itself to me. You see, because like I said, at first I wasn't, you know, I kept telling you, I'm not going to indulge in that type of stuff. You know, I'm not going to keep on putting that type of stuff around me and in my spirit. And I get off of here and then I ain't feeling all right because I done said this or I said that. I was like, no. So all I'm going to do is do it in a way that I'm not stepping outside the will of God, and I'm telling the truth. I'm not coming out here lying on myself, nobody, kids, no nothing. I'm just going to do it the right way because I'm on it. I'm on it. But again, love you guys. It's the weekend, baby. You guys have a wonderful weekend. Look out for me either Saturday or Saturday evening. I'm going to kind of, see how things are going, or either Sunday. Sunday, afternoon, probably around 1 or 2, somewhere around there when people are up, because, Sunday is our day to start getting ready for the next week and so on. So it's just merely a pure introduction and introducing myself face to face, even though we're just on the phone with it, or camera, but it's still just a brief introduction, and just talk about some things that you guys might want to talk about, some topics, tell you a little more about me. Like I said, I ain't gonna spill it all at one time, because I know it's a whole bunch of ears around here that just want to hear something bad about somebody. And like I say, I don't regret anything, so I'm okay with saying it, because I know how good God been to me. And what's for me is for me. So can't nobody take nothing from me, like somebody tried, because like I say, what's for me is for me. And that just shows other people's insecurities and being intimidated, and I don't know why, because I'm never here to intimidate anybody. I'm not a bully. I don't care for bullies at all. But just look out for me. But I'll for sure do a community post or something if it's not Saturday night, to let you guys know what time Sunday. But I just want to feel around and see how things are going Saturday night, because like I say, everybody is doing their live. We got so many of us in the sector that are doing their thing, and I'm proud of people. Keep on rocking out, keep on doing what you do, you see. And so I'm not here trying to, I'm a little small fish. To see, I can't expect for nobody to come watch me, but I would like to introduce myself to as many people as I can, And so if I have to just wait until Sunday when it's better timing, then I'll do it that way. But we for sure getting our live out this weekend, and I got 2 topics I want to talk about. Shaquilla is not getting any justice at all. I want to talk about these Fed now. It's some things I want to get you guys' opinion on, about how this world is just, Jesus. Like I say, God bless us all. You all enjoy your day. Let nobody steal your peace nor your joy. I appreciate you all. I love you all. This is over an hour, and I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.